up short today. Feels like I fell 1,000 times. Nothing but doubt to flood my mind. 'Cause sometimes it's hard to remember why I ever started racing with my dreams. A restless December, feeling I was meant for more than I believed. I'll never surrender, rather try and fail and fall 1,000,000 times. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I know as close as I am now, I will struggle, I will shout. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. I swear I meant to do this. I'm told that love would never lie. Where my head has met my heart and they are beautifully aligned. But sometimes it's hard to remember everything I've done that's brought me to this space. I started with embers, now a raging fire is burning in its place. I'll never surrender, rather try and fail and fall 1,000,000 times. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I know as close as I am now, I will struggle, I will shout. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way. There's no stopping, there's no doubt. I'm on my way.
Hey everybody, how's it going? BearNPC here, ready for my stream. Hopefully doing some AMA stuff regarding the LARP. Give me 1 second to turn on the instrumental versions of these songs. That way we don't have a bunch of lyrics going on. Hope everybody's doing well today. Tomorrow's going to be a super busy day with a delivery for work and then D&D game, and then hopefully getting a little bit of relaxing in the rest of the day, but we'll see how that goes. Hope everybody else is doing well. Basically, I'm going to be hanging out here and talking about the LARP playtest, going over some basic stuff in regards to that, answering any questions if people stop by, have anything to ask. And if we don't get a lot of people that show up, that's okay. I'll do some Solasta gameplay, but I'd much rather talk about the LARP stuff, and I hope you'd like to hear about it too. So feel free, any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, anything at all, feel free. Go ahead and throw it in the chat, and hopefully we can talk about it. So let me pull up the rules, and we'll go from there. Okay. So I made the PDF of the rules. It is a very short 43 pages, which is very nice in comparison to the 200 some page rulebook that we had to memorize for the national based LARP game. Anytime I talk about that, that's the game that I started off in. I was a chapter owner of it. I have a love-hate relationship with that game, but I'm not going to slander its name because I would hope people wouldn't do that for me. There are lots of pros, lots of cons to the game itself. I love the general overview of it, but a lot of changes were made towards the end of my tenure that I really didn't enjoy, and caused there to be a lot of problems between players and the ownership and the owner of the game itself. How am I handling non-combat? Okay. Thanks, Nay, for the question. Non-combat is something that I'm working really, really hard to incorporate into this, because I know for the national base game, there wasn't a lot you could do for non-combat. So let's go ahead and take it the rules categories, and I'll show you a couple things. First and foremost, we're probably going to do hold on, I'm going to skip this song because we already listened to that. We're probably going to use a headband rule to clearly denote non-combat people versus combat people. That's the easiest way to do it so that people can actively tell. Most of our mods are going to be happening during the course of Friday during the day. I really want to get away from the whole nighttime fights in the dark kind of thing. I don't think it's safe at all, and I really dislike it. But let's go ahead and take a look at the rules, and we'll go from there. There are lots of ways that people can play non-combat characters and be useful for the game. Oh, I'm seeing some problems with my formatting for the PDF. I'll have to fix that. First off, almost all the lineages have some kind of craft skill, some kind of research skill, and some kind of other skills that basically let you get resources or money in the game, so that you can pick them up at cheaper costs than in the actual trees. Sorry, categories. So, for example, you'll see that dwarves have forging, which is basically weaponsmithing and armor smithing, historical research. Those are the only two. Oh, family stockpile. Those three skills can be used non-combat. Elves have enchanting, magical research, things of that nature. So all the lineages have a couple skills like that. Next, we got to go to basically all the combat categories are all just combat stuff. So I would never suggest a non-combat person to take those skills. So yeah, chart 2.12 is thievery. And it's basically any rogue kind of thought process. So, all of these skills for the most part allow players that don't want to be necessarily in combat. There's stuff that you can do. You could be good at picking locks or picking people's pockets. You can escape artist lets you get out of bindings and stuff of that nature. Disguise, diplomacy. Diplomacy is a great skill. Because basically you can talk to people and distract them. Conceal object to hide things away. Cower to dissuade creatures from attacking you. Black market. So basically, most of the skills in this tree can be used by non-combat players. Mostly for, stealing things and whatnot. But the main focus on non-combat stuff would probably be diplomacy, cower, black market. I've always been a fan of nighttime modules. Do you have any plans of incorporating plot-based after dark modules? I'm still going to use some, but I want to get away from the typical national-based game thought process of the big module is during the middle of the night. It's always the last thing you do before you go to bed type deal. Sometimes that will happen, but I don't want it to be the norm. Night-based combat is just, unless you have a well-lit area or a good plan for things, more holds are called during that time, more headshots, more people not taking spells. There's lots of problems with nighttime combat. I am still going to have some, and I still want there to be some like stealth missions and stuff like that, but I don't want it to be at the national base game. It was like, hey, we're going to do 10 mods during Friday night till like 2 or 3 in the morning. And then we're not going to get up until like noon, 1 o'clock. Can't do that. A, I'm old now. B, I don't think it is a good way to foster roleplay, or a good way to run your modules. I would much rather start way earlier on Saturday and have a lot more modules during the day. I'm not saying I'm ruling out nighttime modules, but I want to shy away from it. Sorry, Nay, I jumped from your question, but so yeah, thievery category has some non-combat stuff. Merchant is almost completely straight up non-combat stuff, non-combat heavy stuff. So holdings gives you free money. Supply gives you free production resources. Working with the guilds. Basically, it's all trading and all that kind of stuff is incorporated in this skill tree. Academic is all information gathering and asking questions from plot. And also on doing research on how to build things using the craft system without wasting your resources on like test runs and stuff like that. And finally, all the crafting systems, those can all be non-combat stuff too. So I know I'm going over the skills, but plot-wise, this is kind of how we're handling non-combat. We want to have modules where people actively start developing their own spells, start developing their own crafted items, start developing their own surgeries, things of that nature. So if you want to build something, if you want to be one of those merchants that buys and sells stuff, if you want to be one of those people that does research on the game world as a whole or monsters or anything like that, you can be those people. Additionally, we definitely want to have it where there are mods that do not require combat. So lots of diplomacy, lots of talking, things of that nature. And we also really want the guild system to facilitate non-combat characters to interact with each other. And part of that is our Friday nights are not going to necessarily be as combat-based as I previously used to run. There won't be necessarily a lot of mods, but there might be a lot of random encounters during the course of that time. But I really want the players to build a sense of community, planning what they're going to do for the next day, looking through the lineage and the guild folders, signing up for modules for the next day, organizing themselves, figuring out what they need, deciding what they want to build. And the other two things that I really want to focus on for non-combat people are out of game stores, like if you want to sell food, if you want to sell crafted items that like leatherworking, things that fit with the community. There's all kinds of stuff that can be done with that. My brain is drawing a blank. I had another thing that I wanted to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I really want to facilitate at least half of the modules that I write. I want to make for non-combat characters, so that way, trying to get an idea of what I can do without getting frustrated. So, okay. The other big thing is all of the medical training stuff. The medical training skills are great for non-combat people because they're going to need healers after all the fights, and healing is a lot more complicated. If you take the medical training skills, you can get rid of different effects, and it takes time to do so. But it doesn't take any spells. The spells are what get rid of the status effects quickly. But your spell energy is really, really expensive and hard to get back. A doctor, it just takes like a minute and you can get rid of some of these conditions. And you can also do surgeries to get rid of multiple conditions all at the same time. And that takes time and role play. Also, one thing that, I know happened at other games, there are 2 resources in the game that you use to fuel your abilities. There's stamina and there's energy. Energy is spells. Stamina is everything else. It takes a half hour to get 1 stamina or energy back, depending on the process that you use to take it. There are going to be things that can be built in the game that makes the regaining stamina and energy back faster. So things like eating food, resting, massages, things like that. I don't want to get in the realm of creepy stuff, but there's all kinds of different RP that could be done for regaining stamina, regaining energy, drinking alcohol, things of that nature, all that kind of stuff. So can players get stamina back while surgery is being done on them? Let me pull up the stamina chart or the surgery chart and I will show you. Okay. Surgery. Actually, I put this in the wrong spot. I should have had this under the surgery skill. I'll have to fix that. I'm going to make a note of that. Sorry about the delay on that. Okay, so surgery is all based on a percentile dice roll. It takes time. I think I put in it takes 20 minutes to do. It heals all hit points that are lost. And it removes all status effects that might be on your character at the time. There might be things that make that faster. There might be things that change the cost. But whenever you complete surgery, depending on the danger level of the event, which is denoted by one of the logo pictures, determines what table you roll on. And there's a percentage chance. So if you roll a 5 or under on the least dangerous event, the character that is having surgery just straight up dies. No save, no nothing. They die. There's a 10% chance that they enter the dying state and lose all of their stamina points. There's a, 70, 60, roughly a 60% chance that it just succeeds. There's another, what, 75 to 85. Okay, another 15% chance that the surgery succeeds and they get all of their stamina back. And then there's a 10% chance that the surgery succeeds, they get their stamina back, and the surgeon gets all of their stamina returned for doing the surgery. So, to answer your question, yes, there are ways to get stamina back while surgery is being done on them. It's not a huge chance, but a fairly decent chance. And there's like I said, there's other things that can affect this. There might be items that you can get or make or craft that will change which chart you're on. So if it is a particularly dangerous event, it might drop you 1 or 2 danger levels, depending on if you have a good phys rep or something like that. Maybe you might make some kind of medicine that makes it a little easier or a little harder, depending on if you want to kill a character or something. So there's all that kind of stuff. And not if I'm the one rolling the percentile dice. Yeah, whoever the surgeon is does the roll. But it all really depends. And I don't want to say what items are in the game because I want the players to make them. I want them to see, hey, this is a problem point. Maybe we need to make something that makes this easier or makes this better or whatnot. So, but yeah, so with surgery, you can do the basic surgery that heals all the hit points and removes all the status effects and might return the stamina. And there's experimental surgeries. So it's things like, basically Frankenstein's monster. Do you want to take monster parts and put them in another person? Maybe you give somebody knoll claws or, troll regeneration or, weird kind of stuff. Maybe, it's up to the players to come up with something that they want to make for the experimental surgery. I am open to thought processes, and they're all based off of, what you can acquire. If it's something that needs approval, basically what we're going to do is we're going to let the player base vote and see if something is too powerful or not powerful enough or needs changes and whatnot. Every year we're going to have a get together where anybody and everybody that wants to take part can show up and cast a vote for everything that, all the new things. And everybody that shows up to that vote gets 1 essence point added to their character card. And we're not being secretive about it. We want everybody that can and wants to attend. So transparency, great things. Yeah, so I'm not sure necessarily what you would be interested in, but I can go over anything that you might have any interest in, but I know it's going to be different from when you played last because everything going on. But we'll do our best to make sure that we find something fun that you can do. I also know you like the info gather portion of things, so I definitely want to have things in regards to that. So we'll see. Anybody else? Any questions or comments or anything you'd like me to go over or talk about? It doesn't have to be limited to the actual playtest version of the rules. It could be plans for the social contract that we're doing or plans for videos or differences on the lineages or anything at all. Feel free. Jump on in and ask questions. That's what I'm here for. And if you have anything in particular that you would like me to elaborate on, feel free. Ask away. Oh, one huge thing. We don't have a list of items that you can just that you can make. We want the players to come up with it, but we are going to have some items that the guilds have already made, basically to show the players what kind of things we're kind of thinking about. So that way there are a couple items in game before, we start off. But unless the players make it, for the most part, the guilds or anything like that, nobody's going to have stuff to necessarily sell you. Because I think that takes away from PC merchants. I want the PCs to make and build most everything. So the guilds will have things at it like an increased price, but it's going to be very, very limited. And it's basically going to be, if the Thieves Guild have one of their members turn in items, those are the items they have available for purchase. And they might, increase the prices in regards to it. But I want the players to drive the economy, not like this fake NPC kind of thing. Okay. If you wanna bring it up, feel free. If you have an idea, I can go over stuff with you. For the playtest, I basically have the thought process that I want to have everybody to make a couple characters, one at 60 character points, which is the starting for the game itself, one at 92 points, one at 124, and one at 156. And the reason for that is 1, 2, and 3 years worth of experience maxed out for that character. I want to see if the characters feel like they're progressing at a decent level. And if they're not, we can adjust how many points people get per event, how many they can buy, or maybe increase or decrease the cost of the skills. Pardon me. So, yep. Basically, there are only a couple things that I'm concerned about in regards to the rules themselves. Item 1, I am concerned that the exponential cost for body and stamina and energy points might get too expensive. If we see that is a problem, I am probably going to change the costs from being exponential to being exponential up to 5 points and then staying there. I'm also slightly concerned that the category costs might be too expensive doing at exponential. So perhaps maybe just cutting them at 5. I want people to be able to make different characters, but I also don't want there to be such a variation that people, go kind of wild. I'm also interested in the stamina costs. 4 might be a little too high for certain things. I might need to reduce them. But overall, I'm kind of happy with where we're at, and we can definitely take a look at it and see where we're going. Yeah. Any other questions, Nay? Anything that you'd like me to pull up? I'm going to go ahead and see. Give me one moment, folks. Okay. All good. So overall, I almost cut off the stream by accident. Overall, my next course of action is if we get enough people for the play test, I would ideally like it to be in early to mid-September, just because it'll be a little bit cooler, and the pavilions and whatnot are going to be a little less crowded. So I think that's the best time. But the thing I'm going to develop next, if I don't get a lot of input, is going to be our guide for developing your persona and backstory for your character. And part of that is going to be going over some of the history. Okay, all good. Part of that is going to be going over the history of the game world, what information people know, and what stuff about the lineages and whatnot. And I think the big thing is I want to make it as generic as possible. There's a difficulty. Hold on one second. I'm going to change my music. Here we go. Okay. So one of the big problems that I have with information, putting out information about the game, is I want people to get excited about the game and the game world. But I am concerned. I want people to learn about the game world in game. I want there to be stuff for the info gathering people to do. And if I go too heavy with the info, I'm afraid that might disincentivize people from learning about it in game. And also, we're being specifically vague about a number of issues. Previously in the national-based game, there were culture packets for each of the different character races. And that became very problematic for as long as the game ran, because they came up with names that became problematic. There were items that they put into the rules that were problems. And I need to be very careful to avoid those, because whether I like it or not, there are people that are more and less sensitive than I am in regards to certain fashions. And I want to make sure that everybody is comfortable coming to the game and talking with us as staff members and things of that nature. So I really need to make sure that, we're being open and honest with people and not being too specific. So whenever it comes down to different lineages, cultures, and things of that nature, I'm not defining it as well as the national base game did previously. So I'm not saying that a particular lineage is more matriarchal or patriarchal or uses a particular, social constructs or anything like that. I'm basically going to outline the political system of the main force of each lineage. And if people want to interact with it, they can. If people don't want to interact with it, they don't have to. And there's not going to be an actual list of social norms or taboos or anything like that. And part of the reason for that is a number of the player characters don't necessarily come from the game world. A big proponent of A, the name for the game, and B, my thought process for the game. Whenever I was talking with the artist about the logo I wanted for the game, the entire thought process of Crestfallen is that, I became very upset with the way that the national base game turned out. And I never got LARP runner or DM burnout from the actual game. I got burnout from rules being changed under me, and the whole thought process of the game changed. And I've seen a lot of players that have played in different LARPs and either got screwed over by the plot team or by a particular person or whatnot, or people go to a game and they felt not welcome, or they made a character that they really, really loved and nothing ever happened with a backstory of it or things of that nature. And so the whole thought process of the game world is that, hey, things are bad, but we're not out of the woods. We're not done. And so at the very beginning of the story for the game, basically the game world is known as Catalosa, and a number of portals open up all over the plane, basically spilling people from other planes into the game world. And the reason for that, is unknown necessarily by the players. But if somebody wants to play a character that died in a previous game or that was treated poorly and they didn't get a chance to play the character fully out, or something happened, or a plot team ruined their thing or whatnot, and they want a second chance to play that character, this is the place to do it. I think that will really resonate with people. They don't have to be that way, but there are a number of characters that I think back on from my time playing at games and running a game that a second chance would be great. And just a chance to, not necessarily go down the same path that they did previous. I'm kind of excited by that thought process. But we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's really why the logo is the way it is. We as people and as gamers and as LARPers, we go through some stuff, and things can get bad at times, but there's always that light over the horizon, no matter how dark it gets. So that's kind of where I'm at in regards to it. But so yeah, basically for the next document, I want to make it so it has the lineage based stuff, just a general info on what each of the lineages are, how they are set up politically, why they are the way they are. Also, why all of the lineages on Catalosa only live for, an average of about 100 years rather than the typical elves being long-lived, stuff like that. An incursion in the kitchen. Okay, I'm going to have to take a moment, and I will be right back. Sorry for the delay, but I think I need to go handle something. I will be right back. Sorry about that. We had an ant issue and needed to deal with that. Okay. I guess I'm going to keep talking about some lineage stuff here. I'm going to give everybody another 20 minutes. And then if I don't have anything else, then I'm going to go ahead to Solasta. But okay, lineage stuff. Dwarves requiring beard reps. Real beards don't count. They have a lot of the key factors of a lot of dwarves in other pop culture versions of fantasy games. They come from a mountainous area on Catalosa, and specifically their capital is known as Zarn. And for the most part, they rule via a council. Basically, it is a council of mages and a council of warriors. All about the crafting and battles. They are not necessarily highly involved with magic, but they use a lot of magic in enchanting of weapons and whatnot. The elves, they have a... their capital is Carnarthon, which is a common version of one of their elven city names. There are no languages necessarily to learn in game. I'm not a big fan of people trying to learn other languages and stuff, but there might be different scripts or written language that will be used as codes or stuff like that. But basically, they are innate magic. Not necessarily Fae related, because there are some... I don't want to delve too deeply into the typical fairy lore. I actually want to save fairies as... not necessarily monsters to fight, but creatures that can be interacted with. Human culture is based around a human settlement. And the thought process is, because we have firearms in the game, and sometimes people have trouble getting fantasy-based costuming, is that the human culture basically has basically evolved into almost Wild West / Civil War era clothing. Of course, we're not going to let any political groups, so no Union / rebel army costuming would be allowed, but Western clothing is definitely allowable, things of that nature. The Hofflin are basically the versions of gnomes and halflings. They have bushy sideburns and top knots, and they all come from an area around Port Gibetto. They're very, very fun-loving and inquisitive, and their whole thing is that they the elves have an elven king. The humans have a king. The Hofflin have more of a local council of tradesmen and elders. The kinfolk are any animal person whatsoever, but they have to wear some kind of mask, skin color, hair color, prosthetics, things of that nature. Nobody's allowed to use, for base skin makeup, yellow, red, or green, or black, or brown. you can use like the odd colors, blue, purple, orange, maybe. But we don't want anybody associating a person's skin color with a culture of the real world. Don't need that. Don't want that. Don't want to offend anybody. But all the animal people feel close to nature, strong urge to protect it. Each of the animal groups have their own gray. Yeah, I don't think gray would be a big deal. We basically want to stay away from the whole concept of just plain makeup repping something. We want to have a mask or some kind of prosthetics or something like that. So if you're talking for like a squirrel character or something like that, we can get a mask and go from there. But yeah, for the most part, we want to stay away from like base skin colors. And finally, we have the orcs. I want to get away from the whole tribal barbarian nature with orcs. They are still like kind of bloodthirsty and violent, but that doesn't mean that they can't be civilized. And they're good guys. They're clearly not bad guys. So just because they are somewhat primal does not mean that they have, concerns. But yeah. Well, honestly, it looks like that's about it on the questions that people are going to have. So, while I'm kind of bummed, it is a Friday night, so I shouldn't be too surprised. But I am, I guess, going to go ahead and get into some Solasta gameplay. If anybody has any questions on the LARP stuff, feel free. You can jump on in still and ask. But I guess I'm going to get some gameplay in. So let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and pause the music here. Switch on over. We're going to do a pause all on that. And go ahead and pull up the game here. So this game is new to Game Pass, but John has been talking about it for a while. It is using the D&D 5e SRD. What do you mean battery low? I just changed this. Hey, Nay, if you're watching, can you send in a new battery or have Little Squirrel do it, possibly? Yeah, let's go ahead and see what we can do. Let's make some characters. Try it out. Okay, there I got some in here. Thank you, I appreciate it. I don't know why I put the other one on the charger. Here's this one. Oh my goodness. The little Rugrats are being a pain today, aren't they? She just nods her head. Okay. Ancestry. I like the way they worded that. You pick an ancestry and then there's a lineage. Okay. Hill Dwarf and Snow Dwarf. Interesting. Okay. Half orcs aren't allowed. Okay. No tieflings. Okay. Dexterity. Wisdom or intelligence. Okay. Dexterity. Charisma and constitution. Human. Okay. Constitution, wisdom, dex. Okay. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and make we're going to go ahead and make a cleric. Cleric sounds good. I like me some clerics. We're gonna go half elf. Okay. Let me go ahead and add this in the chat. I'm still available to discuss the LARP playtest. Okay, so we're gonna go half elf male. Sure. Class section, a character class determines profession. Cleric. Huh. Domains do we got? Fire, ice, lightning, thunderwave, fog cloud, levitate, misty step, fly. Why kind of cold? That doesn't. Oh. Resistance to lightning, damage is halved. Shocking grasp. Sun. Missile, shield of faith. Oh, that's pretty dope. Hmm. Oblivion. Kind of like insight. Allies in adjacent cells gain +1 on attack. You can attack one. Oh. Wow. Okay. I definitely think insight. Unless there's something in Paladin that looks good. Nope. What's the purple? Doesn't really say. And there's no bard. Well, that's kind of upsetting. Okay. Okay. Insight. Heck yeah. Background. Okay. Insight gave me, you know all languages. Okay, at 8. And can identify. Persuasion, deception, and intimidation. Perception, intimidation, martial weapons. Lawkeeper. Practicality. Yeah, practicality and violence. Okay. Okay, cool. Ability scores, okay. That's pretty good. Ding. Yeah. I'm a perfectionist. That happens. Dope. Keeping it. Okay. Eighteen's going in wisdom. 17's going in constitution. Yes. Eleven in strength. In intelligence, 16 in dex, 16 in charisma. That's pretty dope. I get to pick 2 more for ancestry. I don't want strength to go up. Dexterity. Constitution up 1. Wisdom up 1. Yeah, that's pretty dope. Why is it saying strength? Okay, fine. 18. In wisdom, 17 in con, 16 in strength, 11 in dex. Okay. Let's put the +1 in dex. And the +1 in con. Yeah. Okay. That looks good. Okay. Okay. So I already have intimidation and perception. I want persuasion and insight. Insight. Persuasion and history for class. Okay, so insight. Insight and religion. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Persuasion. And medicine. Draconic. Why only Terran, though? We're gonna go with orc. Guidance. Target up to 3 objects that can be illuminated and light them up immediately. Sure. We'll go with that. Okay.
Run while you can.
I don't like it either.
Friends,
Friends,
there's a hidden door here. You can do it.
Sometimes there is simply no choice.
You'll surely prevail.
your skills are impressive.
Go
Surrender
on.
or die.
Just bad luck.
Caution next time.
Okay, one down. Okay. Okay, that's still not bad. Okay. Okay, what do I make now? Okay. What rogue archetypes do we get? That's where it's at. That's a ticket. Okay. Don't want medium armor. Herbalism kit. Stealth and deception. Nature and poisoner's kit. Spy. Okay. Oh, there it is. Yep, that's it. Okay, 4 class skills. Sleight of hand. Acrobatics. Okay. Perception, investigation, sleight of hand. Performance. Stealth. Okay, languages. Goblin. Terran. Yeah. Sounds good. Nope. That.
Wait. A
Just
track.
lucky, I guess.
Come on.
Heave ho!
Push.
Okay. Cleric, rogue. I need a spellcaster. High elf. Wizard, of course. Medicine and persuasion. Academic. We're gonna go with looks good. It's not bad. Nope, that's it. Yeah, we'll go with that. Um, Religion or medicine, investigation. Languages. Halfling. Dwarvish. Yeah. Cantrips. Ugh, garbage. I'm gonna go with Chill touch. No. Okay, no. Ancestral. Range 24. Okay. Chill touch. What's an annoying bee? Okay, chill touch. Light. Shadow deck? Six spells. Detect magic. Mage armor. Shield. Magic missile. Thunder wave. Featherfall? Yeah, Featherfall.
Dangerous error.
Interesting.
You are a valued comrade.
Hold firm. You've
Kneel
endured
now,
worse.
rise later.
We're coming.
Are you still with us?
Okay. Okay, last character to make. Religion, nature, and insight. Yep. Okay, so Constitution, Strength, Charisma. pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's do medicine and intimidation.
You'll surely prevail.
I know.
The light will guide us.
Hold it. I see a trap.
We leave no one behind.
Common dwarf elf. Common dwarf elf. Halfling. Old. Temerian. Orc. Chronic. Halfling. Goblin, Terran. Okay, yeah, I got all of them. Okay, folks, I'm going to call this a day. Kind of feel bad that I didn't get a lot of questions in, but that's okay. We have more time for that. So thank you very much for watching the stream. Have a great evening. I will see you guys next time.